Yep, disc brakes for square wheels. It's gonna be big. Yep, but in all seriousness, folks, got a little problem with the little snafu with the whatchamagizmo here, the indexer. So what I was planning was to have this in the milling attachment, or just the vise, and clamp it in there. But as it turns out, at the angle it's at, it's sticking up a little too high. So when the when it's on there, that with the cutter, when it's hitting, it's already starting here, like it says. So it needs to be a little bit lower, so I can keep this running and just go up and down with it instead of, otherwise I'd have to go in and then up, which is gonna fuck shit up. So what I had planned on making was some kind of a, because I kind of need one anyway, fixture plate. So I already got the little bobble hooked up here, or whipped up here. So that's going to be in the plate. I guess you already seen the square disc brake in the lathe there. But yep, I'm going to head over to the lathe and flip that piece around, face the other side. I'm going to plug weld this in there. But anyways, let's head over there. Alright, so I guess I was thinking of introducing you to my back gears here. It's got a little thing in here. I'm not too thrilled about it, but you got to put your fingers in there. And that releases the pulley. Then there's a little handle back here on a, well, I can't remember what those are called. Eccentric pinion, or whatever you want to call it. And that engages your back gear. This is actually the most I've ever used these. And then you just, like, this was a gear setting I had it before. And that should be all set up. Alright, and then you just, it's a little on the rattly side, but it does work. Not sure if that was the setting I had it on. I think I might have toned it down even one more yet. That's a pretty big diameter to be turning. Yeah, it's around there. Yeah, so the overall diameter on this is, from corner to corner, it's well over 8 inches, 8.5. And this is a 10-inch lathe. Well, realistically, I'm just going to say 9.5. But as soon as you start getting into the bigger things, like the carriage and everything just gets in the way, so you got to be really careful. So, like, you're not actually, you got to watch for clearance on everything, like the little bolt here. And I had to spin the compound and bring it back towards my direction just to make enough clearance for that corner. And this is back like all the way to get to that. So, well, got both sides all faced up. I started boring it out, drilled it out to 5/8, and that's the biggest drill bit I got. We should be getting really close here to a 1-inch press fit. Yeah, according to this, we're fucking right close. I'm gonna go ahead and say 75 and a little better than 85. I'll go ahead and say 89. So we take another. Let's see. 5 thou pass, 4 thou pass. Not much, that's for damn sure. What kind of choke that finish is so beautiful in there. I don't know why I can't get that on the outside of stuff. Bizarre. Alright, so we're gonna get in there and touch off. Take off like 8 thou off the inside diameter. Hopefully. For once, I'd like an actual press fit. That'd be nice. Light touch. Fuck. Not quite a press fit. It's really snug, but it's not a press fit. Damn it. Ugh, shouldn't have done that little last skim there. It probably would have been good. But like, look at that finish. That is just, ugh, beautiful. Not glass finish, but pretty friggin' nice. Yeah, that'll be good enough. I'll just squish it in there as tight as I can and plug weld it from the backside. Alright, well, I got her all plug welded. She's still pretty toasty. I just ground off most majority of the weld. Just try to see if there's any undercut in there. A little bit of, it is just a 110 volt MIG, so whatever. It's not bad. For a little MIG, she does lay a pretty mean bead for a little 110 volter. You know? It's so freaking hot. In any case, I guess I'm gonna throw this back in the lathe and give her another facing cut. And then I'm gonna start I don't know, I don't know. I'll take it from there. Alright, so got the part all set up back in the lathe. All I did was really just centered it out on the bobble back there and drilled it out to find the center. I don't know if that was a little harder. The drill had a little hard time pushing through there, but that don't matter. I'm going to put another facing pass on here just to clean it all up and, you know, clear that grinder mark out of there. So, make some racket here. And, yeah, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a sec here. I'm not going to take too much off, probably only a couple thou, so it won't be as bad as it was. I was taking 10 thou off there. Holy fuck, she was ka-chunking big time. I was kind of concerned it was going to break those gears right off. But she's still intact. Well, we got a visitor in here. I don't know if you can see her in the background there. What's up, Smeagol's? Hector's too scared to come in here. Yeah, there she goes. Just scoping out the joint, I guess. Looking for mice. That's the dog's mama. Anyways. I like visitors on occasion. Alright, well. It's pretty noisy. thought 5 thou would have cut that, covered that. I'm not overly concerned about it, but I kind of wanted an all nice machine surface. That's pretty nice too. That's a pretty decent finish. Well, I won't be happy until I get it all. Well, maybe we can just do a back pass and clean it up. Yeah, let's try that. See what happens. Doing this because the chips kind of get caught in behind the tool sometimes. I don't know it pan out the way you want it to. Yeah, that looks like it's got it. Well, I'm going to do one more pass. I'll just back it up and go all the way through, and I'll get back to you. Whew. That's kind of an obnoxious sound, isn't it? That's one thing I'm going to have to look into at some point. But that is a really nice finish. Holy cow! It's almost as good as a fly cutter right there. Whew. Awesome! I'm really happy with that. Super happy. One other thing to do before I put her in the milling attachment and start boring holes in it. Just need to put a little chamfer on that hole. Nothing severe, just a little bit. Yeah, something like that. Good enough. Sweet. That is really nice. That's probably my best face job yet. Awesome. Wow. That looks perfect. Check that out. See if we can zoom in on that. That's a really nice, like, yeah, you can't even, it's not even scratchy at all. Wow. All right. Well, I'm going to set up the milling attachment and put this in there and see what happens, I guess. Yeah, I think that's our next step. Be right back. I don't know, I'm looking at these and they might work. Maybe. I'm kind of hoping they do, because the alternative is going to suck even worse. Well, at least they fit. Ooh, it'll be tight. Please, I hope it does work. These freaking square head screws kind of suck anyway, truth be told. I could even turn these down just a scotch on the outside diameter. Well, if we turn them down, they'll probably work. Okay, well, I guess I'll stick those in the 3-jaw and take just a scotch off the outside diameter of those. And they should be adequate. course, now I gotta put all that shit back together. Okay, I'll be right back. Clears, that other one seems to be rubbing just a bit, but I think it's good enough. This guy here seems to be well, the hole is not straight or something, but you can still see a little bit of light throughout this whole one on this side, so I think we're okay. So then it tightens up. This looks like it's sitting nice and flat. I think we're good. Oh yeah, as soon as I tightened it up, it actually, you can still see a little bit of light through there, I think. Oh yeah. Yep, perfect. Good. Hate doing shit twice. We'll have to square this up once we get it on the lathe. But for all intents and purposes, that's going to be our big ass fixture plate right there. Alright, I'll get it set up on the milling attachment. I'll be right back. Alright, so now I guess you can kind of see where I'm going with this. Like, it'll be a pretty big plate, but you know, and this only is so capable, but I wanted it bigger, so if I have to do an oddball part, I can bolt it up wherever I want. Well, more or less. And still have, and it gives me a lot more room to play with now too, so right, so now we got all that, plus it actually lessens the amount of stick out that's on there too, well, you know, to an extent. But if I wanted to do like a pocket in something to hose of whatever, then I should be able to do it. So the reason being for me putting that center hole in there, so this is where it all comes into play now, because I won't be able to index this all in one shot, obviously. I only had so much motion in a milling attachment. Like this only has like 2 3/8 or 2 1/4 inch completely a travel, and this won't reach right across there either, just because of the range of the screw, and it only goes so far until I can get a real professional to make me an extension for this, for the dovetail on this thing. It's probably not going to happen. Anywho, all right, so I got these pretty much all centered out. The compound's locked in place, and I'm just going to take down what the numbers are on some random piece of cardboard that I will most likely lose. Okay, this one's sitting at 25 thousandths. Okay, I guess we'll just do this then. And this one's sitting at about 70, nope, 66, 67. This kind of give me an arbitrary starting point here, so I know where to know what my zero is. I could potentially just move that, but that's kind of a pain in the ass. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'll just do, you know, move it 1,000 to 2,000, and then probably go up 1,000 and 1,000, you know, and so on and so forth, until, you know, I'll only be able to do so many, and then I'll have to flip it, I guess. we'll see how we'll take it as far as we can go anyway. Yeah, you know what? In my haste, I totally forgot. Yeah, this looks pretty good though. Anyway, I just eyeballed this freaking square. I didn't even think to spin it to the right to the right dimensions or whatever. Shit. Well, you know what? I think it's a little too late for that now, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. Crap. Oh well. I guess we could, in theory, do 3 more here. That's gonna kind of suck that I didn't square that off properly. Shit. Well, we're gonna have to just make do. I'll figure something out, but you get the point. You get my gist or whatever. I'll have to figure something out to line up those up so they stay straight when I spin that plate. But so far they look pretty damn good. My eyeball is usually not too bad. I'm kind of curious now as to actually how good it actually is. I'm not even sure how I checked that with that crappy dial indicator. Need one of those little levered test indicators would be nice for this sort of thing. Oh well, I'll figure something out. Alright, well, once I get all these marked off, I'll meet you at the drill press, I guess. Alright, so the problem really wasn't that difficult to figure out. We got her within... oops, oh fuck, I just fucked that up. Wrong dial. Okay, here we go. Right dial this time. We got her within a, you know... oh, fucking... oh, get that tight there. Got her within 1 thou and 3 inches or so. You know, and there's no telling that's 100% accurate either, so... come on, focus, man. Focus. So, not bad. Not bad. I'm going to call that good. And actually, it doesn't look overly out of square, considering I just friggin' eyeballed it like that. So, you know, I guess it's better to be lucky than good. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Well, there she is, all marked out, ready to drill. It looks pretty friggin' good, all things considered, that I had to move it around like, 4 times. They look okay. Shouldn't be too far out. So yeah, I'm kind of sad that it's over. That's kind of, for some odd reason, that's super fun. I couldn't reach the corners, the big corners with that thing though. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might actually, I guess if I kitty cornered that, I might actually put some big ones in there or something. Some 1/2 inch for whatever reason. I don't know, just to be different. Maybe you got some different kind of attachment on there. I don't know. Think of something. For now, I'm going to reserve those 4 corners for something else, I guess. So we can always go back to that anytime. Yeah, so I'm going to drill all these holes out, I guess. And tap them out. Hopefully this tap. I might end up having to buy another tap. This thing's tapped a lot of holes already. So, cheers. Woo, drilling hole. That was yeah, more fun drilling hole. Oh yeah, so this is taking a, this will be a little bit more of a project than I anticipated. Holes. Last one. Swearsies. Alright. I don't have a chamfer tool, so this will have to do. Try to keep as much of that shit out of there as possible so the threads don't get all fouled up. Alright, well there she is, folks. Fancy little fixture plate. Ready for action. I don't know how fancy it is, but it should certainly do the trick for whatever I plan on using it for yet. I don't know yet. I'm still not quite certain how I'm going to incorporate this indexer on there. You really can go anywhere, somewhere like that, and then bring that all the way down, and then just spin the plate. But yeah, we might have to. I could even bolt this right to the plate even. It's not a big deal, to be honest. That would work. So yeah, we still got some figuring to go before we get to be cutting some gears. Really dying to get my power feed working again and do some threading. I got a couple little tools coming along for to redo these chamfers. They look like shit. Well, you know, I'm not, yeah, that one, I didn't even hit that one. But, yeah, so I got a little chamfer tool coming. I'm going to hit those all on it while it's on the drill press so they stay nice and uniform and stuff like that. And that's about it, I guess. There's not much else to it. Just a plate with a bunch of bolt holes in it. I was thinking of putting some smaller ones in there too, maybe. Just, I don't know. And a couple big ones maybe in the corners. Just a plate full of holes. Anyways, that's about it for this project, folks, for now. But in the meantime, you guys have a great week. And peace out.